Okay, so there is a six theorems. One is a Thevenin's theorem, second one is a Norton theorem, third one is the MBBT, then next one followed by the superposition theorem, Millman theorem, reciprocity theorems. So like about that theorem is totally six theorems you have. Okay, the procedure is common for AC circuit or DC circuit. That one is a procedure is common. You want to clearly understand. First one, what is a Thevenin's theorem? Thevenin's theorem is nothing but a practical voltage source is a present. Practical voltage source. What is a practical voltage source? Practical voltage source is a C source. This is a DC source or AC source you may be used and connected series with a resistance. So like you will going to complete it. So that is about that Thevenin's theorem. Practical voltage source. This practical voltage source connected across to the your load. So your load you will going to connect it. That's all. So this is a step, okay, one you will going to find out, or this is step number one you will going to find out. That is a three steps. Step number one you will going to find out the VT gauge, okay. Then step number two you will going to find out that one, this resistance that is called RT gauge. Step number two you will going to find out, okay. Step number two you will going to find out the RT gauge, and then given the problem, when you are given the problem, okay, RL available, then simply you will going to write the RL value. After write on this step number three, you will going to proceed. What is the step number three? You will going to flow off the current. You will going to find out that current is nothing but a load current. Okay, that is a load current. You will going to find out how. What is the formula for load current? Ohm's law. I is equal to IL. IL is equal to what is the formula? Voltage. So voltage divided by resistance. So V is equal to I into R. I is equal to P by R. So just to substitute that one VTH value divided by two resistance are connected in series. Just to substitute the RTH plus RL. That's all. You will going to find out the IL. Okay, this is about the Thevenin's theorem. What is the Thevenin's theorem? So practical source is connected across to the load and find out the load current. Find out the load current. It is called the Thevenin's theorem. I will repeat again. So practical voltage source. What is a practical voltage source? This is a practical voltage source. So practical source is connected across to the load. Okay, connected across to the load. Find out the load current. Find out the load current. So it is called a Thevenin's theorem. So Thevenin's theorem, you will going to find out the load current. How do you going to find out the load current? So practical voltage source connected across to the load and find out the load current. So this is about the Thevenin's theorem. This is about the Thevenin's theorem. So how many steps in the Thevenin's theorem? There is a three steps. There is a three steps. What is the step number one? So find out the VT gauge. Find out the VT gauge. VT gauge you will need to find out. That is a step number one. What is the step number two? Find out the RT gauge. So RT gauge is the step number two. Okay. How many steps? So step one is the what is that one? So find out the VT gauge. Then step number two, what is that one? Step number two, find out the RT gauge. Then step number three, what is that one? Step number three is find out the load current. So load current you need to find out. So this is three steps you need to find out. Okay, what is that one? Just now we were discussing about that one. That is the equivalent circuit diagram. So you will going to substitute the step number one and step number two, and then find out the load current. So this is about the Thevenin's theorem. So I will repeat again once again. What about the Thevenin's theorems? So step number one. So VT gauge you will going to find yes. So just to substitute the VT gauge. I will directly go to the step number three. So substitute the VT gauge and the RT gauge. So substitute that one VT gauge and then followed by that RT gauge you will going to substitute. So followed by that RT gauge you will going to find out. So step number one is a VT gauge you found. Then you will going to substitute. Then step number two RT gauge you found. Substitute about that these two. Then after that from the problem, okay, from the given the problem. So you can see that given the problem, what is the load resistance is given. That load resistance is connected this across. Okay, you will going to write about load resistance. Then step number three is a substituted is over. Then find the load current. That is the step number three is mentioned. Find the load current IL. And IL you will going to find out. What is IL? IL it is equal to as usual Ohm's law. IL it is equal to B by R. B divided by R. Then substitute that one B value divided by R value. So over about you will going to find out the IL. Okay, so this is about the Thevenin's theorems. Okay, actually you can go for the MBBT, maximum power transfer theorems. So when you want to see about the theorems, the load resistance value they never give you. The load resistance in the given the problem they never give you. Then they will ask you to find out. It is very simple. Step number two, what you will going to find out the answer. then same answer you will going to write RL it is equal to RL RL it is equal to RTH, RL it is equal to RTH. Just you will going to substitute. Suppose your RTH is a 10, the same 10 you will going to substitute, that's all over. About that RL you will going to find out. So RL, this is called the maximum value you will going to tracking method. Maximum value you will go to tracking method. So that's why written RL it is equal to RTH. First to find out is the determination is completed. Then second determination, what is that one? Maximum power, how to find out? The formula available. What is the formula? P is equal to VTH. Are you find out VTH in yearly? Yes. Step number 1 is completed. Substitute the VTH. Divide by 4 into RL. What is RL? RTH 10. The same. Yes. Just to substitute, you will going to find out the MPBT. So this is about that. Once you are going to learn about that Thevenin's theorem, MPBT is over. MPBT is over. Then next we will go. Okay, what is the next one? So Norton theorems. So what is the Norton theorem? It is also 3 steps. So I will going to copy here. Same 3. I will going to paste here. What is the step number 1 only I want to change? That is called IN. So RTH you can write, or RN also you can write, whatever your name you will going to write. So this is about the S2 or step 2 you will going to find out. What is the step 3? The same IL. Same IL. So this is a 3 step about the Norton theorem. So directly we'll go to that step number 3. Draw the equivalent circuits. Draw the equivalent circuits. Okay, practical current source. Practical current source. Draw the practical current source. So practical current source. This is the current source. Okay, you can draw it. Okay, this is the current source. If it is ideal condition means this is ideal conditions. Then practical condition means what? One resistance is connected across the current source. So one resistance is connected across the current source. So this is a current source, practical current source. A terminal or B terminal, maybe you can give the name. Okay. Then what is the value for this current source? That is the step number 1. IN you found. Substitute the IN. What is that one? This resistance, that is the step 2. So step 2 you found about that RTH, or it is name, you can give the name RN, whatever it may be. So that is the value over. So given from the given the problem, so you have the load resistance, and load resistance is connected across this point. Maybe you can give the name is a point, B point. So in the A, B across that one, you will going to connect the load resistance. That's all. Okay, your RL. Here you will going to write the RL. Then what to do is the step number 3. Step number 3, find out the load current. Find out the load current. Here flow of the current you will going to find out. That is a load current. Then what is the formula? Formula you should be know. That is called the current division method. Okay, IL it is equal to IL. It is equal to IL. It is equal to what is this one? IN. Substitute IN multiply. Okay, don't use this resistance. This resistance you can going to use. That is RN. RN divided by, okay, 2 resistance. What are the 2 resistance? RN plus RL. Write it. RN plus RL. So this is the formula. So this is about that IL find out the method. So load current find out the method. Load current find out the method. Okay. So IN current multiply RN, or you will going to use RTH, whatever your name, divided by sum of the both current, both resistance, sum of the both resistance RN plus RL. So through the method you will going to find out the load current. Yes or no? You will going to writing the load current. So load current you will going to find out. So this is about that one. Norton theorem you will going to find out. So practical current source connected across the load to find out the load current. This is called a Norton theorem. This is about the Norton theorem. Okay. So what about that one? Thevenin's. So okay. So what about that one MPBT? So maximum power transfer theorems. It is nothing but as similar to that is as similar to Thevenin's theorems. Okay. As similar to the Thevenin's theorem, but RL value, load resistance value, they never give you. RL value you need to find. So find the RL load value. Find the RL load value and maximum power value. So this is the things you need to find out. So this is about the MBBT. So this is the formula. What is the formula? RL it is equal to RTH. Okay. So what are the steps? See that one Thevenin's theorem. There is a two steps. The same two steps you will going to copy and paste here. So I'm not giving the serial numbers. First, if I will going to give, then see. So this is the two steps. So step number one from the Thevenin's theorem, same I will going to write. Step number two, this is the right. Then I will going to cut here and then I will going to paste. That is step number three. Step number three, what is that one? Draw equivalent circuits. Draw Thevenins. So Thevenins equivalent circuits. You will going to draw Thevenins equivalent circuits. Okay. Then you will going to substitute about RL it is equal to RTH and P is equal to VTH squared divided by 4 into RL. So you need to substitute and find out. What is the substitute? RTH it is equal to RL. Okay. So let's I will going to draw first one. What is the step number one? VTH find out and RTH find out in step number two. Then step number three is a draw Thevenin's equivalent circuits. So to draw it, what is the Thevenin's equivalent circuits? Thevenin's equivalent circuit VTH and then connected series with that one RTH. Okay. So I have draw AB, A, B, then this is the AB across connected the load resistance. Okay, here is the what is this one? VTH. Then here step number one, you will going to find out this VTH value you can substitute. Then this is called RTH. Step number two, you found about RTH value. Okay, that one you will going to substitute. Okay. Then RL value, do they given in the problem? They didn't give. They never give you RL. Then what to do? RL it is equal to RTH. That's all. RTH value same you will going to write about. It is simply you will going to write equal to the RTH. Then find out the maximum power. So P is equal to this value divided by 4 into RTH or RL. So through the method you will going to find out the MBBT. So maximum power. So maximum power or it is about the load resistance. So do you know what is the purpose about this MBBT? What is the purpose of MBBT means? We clearly say about the solar panel. The solar panel it will going to produce the energy. Okay, in terms of the watts. Okay, solar panel it is 100-watt panel. It will going to produce the 100-watt of the panel. It will going to produce. Okay, that to produce 100-watt it will going to vary from morning 6 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. If it is varying means what it will happen? This resistance value it is varying. Do you know this resistance value? Don't know. Then you will want to equal this resistance value. Okay, this resistance value morning 6 a.m. the resistance value, for example, 10 ohm. If you know this 10 ohm, then you will want to 100-watt energy. You will want to utilize in that your load, your bulb load or whatever load. That 100-watt energy you will want to utilize. That is a concept. Do you know? You doesn't know. That's why in next semester you are going to study about the power electronics. That's why you are going to study on the power electronics on the next semester. In the power electronics, what you are going to study here? This is a converter playing a role. Here is a converter. Converter it will going to play. What converter it will going to say? It will going to keep on monitor about this resistance. Okay, this resistance morning is a 10. Then they will going to convey to that one here load resistance. They are a 10. It is a road. And then for example afternoon 12 p.m. the resistance is a 5 ohm. Then this converter it will going to convey this message to the load resistance. Then load resistance it will going to find and tune on that one same value 5. Then they will going to extract this power. Okay, this is a method. So this is a method about that one. Okay, so this is about that MBBT. So this is about that MBBT. So this is about that one. Okay. So Thevenin's theorem, Norton theorem, MBBT. MBBT means what? Okay, but that MBBT is nothing but it is a similar to that Thevenin's theorem, and you will going to find the load resistance and maximum power. That is a difference. What is that one? Step number 3, draw Thevenin's equivalent circuits. Okay, in that one load resistance never give you, then RL it is equal to RTH. Then find out the maximum power. Okay. So this is about that one 3 theorems. Then next you have that 3 more theorems. So this is about that one superposition theorem. So what is a superposition theorem? I gave example about that superposition theorem through analogy. What is the analogy? I explained. So you have the two eyes. So you have the two eyes. Step number 1, what is like I have said you? just you will going to assume you have the two eyes. How many eyes you have? Two eyes. Step number one, what you will going to do? So open right eye. Okay, right eye you will going to open. Step two, what I said, okay, open left eye. Okay, so what you will going to say, open right eye, see the board. Okay, see the board I said. So in the board what I have written, you want to see. Similarly, next step two, what I have, what I said. So open your left eye, okay, close your right eye and see the board. Then step three, what is the step three? Add. So add means at the time what you want to do. So you will going to open both eyes. Okay, this is the method about that one, three steps. Okay, so here what is that one? Here I is nothing but what? I is nothing but a source. The source may be voltage source or current source. That is, it doesn't matter how many sources are there. So that number of times I want to proceed. In my what I have said, just here I am started about that one example. So you have only two eyes. I said. So you have only two eyes, either the voltage source or the current source. That is, doesn't matter. So you have two eyes. Okay, so you will going to operate it. Okay, for example, so let's we will going to solve one more example. We will going to see example. You will going to see you have, okay, you have four eyes. So you have how many eyes? So you have the four eyes. Okay, just assume you have how many eyes? Four eyes. So step one, what is the step number one? So open I1. I1 see on the board. Step 2, open I2 see on the board. Step 3, how many eyes you have? Four eyes. Okay, then open third eye. Open eye number 3 see on the board. Step 4. Step 4, what about that one? Steps number 4, open I4 see on the board. Then step 5, add. So add means, so you will going to add all the eyes you will going to open, okay, or you will going to see that total entire of the current. So here you will going to analogy, this analogy, what is that one? So you will going to I is nothing but what about that one? It's a source. How many number of source? So four source means you will going to write. You doesn't worry about voltage source or current source. It is consider one source. That's all. Okay, it's a you will going to consider about the source. Okay, then what about that one? So each, okay, step number one, okay, for just you will going to assume it is a voltage source. Okay, here also one point is there. So here is a voltage source, and here also voltage source, and here also, so I will go to write. So V1, V2, V3, and here is a one current source is there. Okay, one current source, this is a source, fourth source. Okay, just a number is a fourth source. Okay, four sources are there. Then what to do? So okay, what you want to do means, okay, source 1 only, V1 only present, only V1 is a present, remaining all that sources you should be, okay, you should be remove. Okay, keep all of you please listen. So only V1 is a present, okay, only one eye is a present, and the remaining all sources are the remove. So while remove, okay, all the sources, okay, remaining all the sources, remaining all the sources need to be removed. So while remove, what is the method? If it is voltage source means, so close it. If it is current source means, open it, don't consider. That is the concept. As similar, voltage source means it is a close, simply remove means close it. If it is current source means don't consider. Okay, don't consider. Okay, this is the rules you will going to follow. Then after that, what you want to do, then you will going to keep your mind. So then what to do means, that is very important. Find the load current. That is very important. Find the load current, okay, in the load resistance point. Load resistance point. So find the load current. So source 1 only present, and find the load current in the load resistance point. That is important. Similarly, okay, similarly, what about that one? Step number 2, okay, then V2 source is a present, only V2 source is only, you will going to present. Okay, okay, Then as usual, find the load current. Okay, find the load current. So that's why I will going to write IL1, for example. Then similarly here you will going to find out the load current IL2. IL2 you will going to write. Okay, that's all. Then next one, source V3 only present. Okay, find the load current IL3. Then similarly next one, current source only present, remaining all the voltage sources you will go to closed circuits. Then here you will going to find out the IL4. Then why you will going to add IL, it is equal to IL1 IL1 plus IL1 plus IL2 plus IL3 plus IL4. That's all. So when you will going to add, so that's all your load current you will going to find out. So in that superposition also, what you will going to find out as similar to the load current, as similar to that load current method you will going to find out. So this is about that superposition theorem. This is about the superposition theorem. So this is about the superposition theorem. Just example is either two eyes means two sources are there. Either sources either it is a voltage source or current source. Or you will go to another, okay, or you will go to number of the eyes. Okay. So number of eyes is the 4. 4 eyes means what? So number of the source is the 4 source. Number of the source is the 4 source. Okay, so we were discussed about that superposition theorems. So here also you will going to find out the IL. Suppose using the Kirchhoff's law, voltage law it is used to, you will going to cross check your load current is correct or not. Okay, you will going to find out the load. Okay, load current 1, load current 2, load current 3. Where you will going to find out, that is the questions. So where you will going to find out means across the load resistance. So in your circuit, where is the load resistance is mentioned, across that one you will going to find out. The next one will go ahead on that one, another theorem, that is about the Millman theorem. It is one of the interesting theorems about that one. Okay, so we were discussed about the Millman theorem analogy through Maudsley concept. Okay, so here we were discussed. Okay, let's say we're going to draw about that one. Okay, in that Millman theorem, what you will going to find out? Yes. So what you will going to find out the Millman theorems? That is the one question. Okay. So you want to first one steps. How these steps means? So draw the Millman equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit. Okay. I will go to draw. Then after draw, what you will going to do steps? So substitute or find. Okay. Find and substitute the value of the VE. Okay, VE. Okay, then next find and substitute the value of RE. Okay, find and substitute the value of RE. Okay, then next one is a okay, substitute the value. Okay, substitute the value of load resistance from the problem. Okay, substitute the value. So you will going to substitute, okay, value of load resistance. Okay, so load resistance. Okay, from the problem. Okay, you will going to substitute, okay, in the given circuit. Then what you will going to try to find out? So as usual, find the load current. That's all. As usual method, I want to find out the load current. So similarly here also same. So find out the VE, maybe step number 1 as similar to the Thevenin theorem. Step number 2, find out the RE. Step number 3, substitute. Okay, substitute the value of the RL from the problem. So they will going to give you. Okay, then step number 4, as similar, you will going to find out the load current. Okay, okay. So draw equivalent circuits. So that this draw equivalent circuits. Maybe I will going to bring into here. Okay, step number 1 and 2. So draw equivalent circuits. Okay, as similar to that Thevenin's equivalent circuit, we will going to draw. What is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit? This is a voltage source, practical voltage source. What is a practical voltage source? Source connected with the series with the resistance A, B. So practical voltage source. So A, B. So as similar to that Thevenin's theorem. Okay. Then complete it. What you will go connected? Connect across the load resistance. Okay, fine. So load resistance. This circuit is a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. As similar, I will going to draw about that one. So Thevenin's theorem means VTH or TH you will going to write, but here you will going to write VE. Okay, here you will going to write the VE, and here you will going to write about the RE. That's all. Then step number 1, VE you will going to find and then substitute the VE value. Step number 2, RE will going to find out and then substitute the RE value. Substitute the RE value. So after find out and substitute the RE value, then given the problem, okay, give from the substitute the value from RL from the given the problem. Then RL value also I will going to substitute. Then what to do? Then as usual the okay here find out the load current. What is the formula? Ohm's law. IL is equal to what is the formula? V by R. V divided by R value you will going to find out. That's all. V divided by R value you will going to find out. What is a V? This is a VE. Then what is a R? R is this two is connected in series. Substitute VE divided by 2 resistance. What are the 2 resistance? Open the bracket RE plus RE plus RL. This is a 2 resistance. This is a load current. Find out the method. That's all. This is a Millman theorem. So here only one thing you will going to keep in your mind: how to find out the VE. What is the formula? And what is the formula for RE? Find out. That one you need to know. So what is the VE formula? VE it is equal to V by R. V divided by R. V divided by R. Divided by 1 divided by R. This is a formula. VE is equal to V by R or 1 divided by R. If you have referred the other books, some books they will going to what they will going to write VG divided by G they will write. What they will write? VG divided by G they will write. Why do they write about this formula? 1 divided by R, what is called? It is G. Yes, it is G. They are writing on this type of method. Resistance opposite is the conductance. So they are writing on the conductance. So keep in your mind, this is about the VE find out. VE formula. Then second one, RE find out. How to find out the RE? From the given the problems, just you will going to, I will going to write the but 1 here. Numerator is 1 divided by the denominator. That is called RE. Write it. RE it is equal to numerator is only 1 whole divided by what are the denominator is written here, the same thing you will going to copy. That's all. Etc. 1 by R, 1 by R, 1 by R, you will going to write 1 by R plus, 1 by R plus, all are the plus, 1 by R, 1 by R. How many 1 by R is there, you will going to fill it. That's all about that one. Find out the RE. Okay, so this is a method to find out the VE and RE. So only one thing keep it in your keep in your mind. Okay, writing about the VE and RE. We're going to look at about one small simple problem. Okay, see the resistance followed by the one source. Resistance negative I will going to draw. Then no source. Then mother yearning, mother expands. Okay, brother is there, brother. Okay, okay, fine, and followed by the load resistance. Okay, give the values about that one: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the values. Solve the problem. Okay, using the Millman method used to, you will going to solve that one. So what is that your equivalent circuits? So I want to, my equivalent circuit is a source VE and then connected RE, then load resistance. That's all. Write it VE, RE and RL. RL is given, yes. Directly you can write about RL 10. Where is the 10? Yes, here is available. Okay. Then find out the VE value and the RE value. You will going to find out. Step number 1, VE find out. Okay, what is the formula? So VE is equal to, I said V by R, V divided by R whole divided by 1 divided by R. This is the formula. Substitute on that one. What is the V? 2. 2 divided by 3. Okay, so source is negative, reverse. So minus, source is, what is the value? 5. 5 divided by 4. Okay, here no source, so plus 0 divided by 6. You will go to no source, so 0 divided by 6. Why 6? Resistance. Plus mother earning 7, mother expenses minus 8. Okay, brother. Okay, here is a brother. It is eating the chocolate. Okay, it's expenses about that one, but we should not consider. Why we should not consider means parallel resistance only. Only we are going to consider Maithili. Maithili spend about that one number of rupees for chocolate. We don't want to see about his brother spend the amount on that chocolate. And then what to do? So these terms only you will going to find out. Then substitute. Divided by, what is that one? Resistance. 1 divided by 3 plus only 1 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 6. That's all. So through that one you will going to find out the VE. Through that one you will going to find out the VE. Okay. For example, A, this is the answer. Then write the A in that point. A, you will going to write the in that point. Answer over. Then what is RE find out? RE find out. Numerator totally you will going to erase. Numerator totally you will going to erase. Write it as a 1. Write it as a 1. 1 divided by 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 6. So this is the answer for that RE. RE, what is that answer? Numerator is a 1 divided by 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 6. This is a B. Then B substitute here. Yes, I have substituted. Why don't you consider about the brother? Now you will go and write about the brother. So brother, okay, expenses about the chocolate 9. That 9 you need to consider here. That's all. Don't omit it. Now you can consider, and then you will going to find out the answer for load current. Find out the answer for load current. That's all. This is about the Millman theorem. Millman theorem. Then next we move to the reciprocity theorems. So reciprocity theorem, what you will going to find out means as well load current you will going to find out. So here also find out the, okay, find out the load current. Okay, you will going to find out the load current. Okay, you will going to find out the load current. Okay, then what reciprocity theorem is there? You will going to find out the load current using the Kirchhoff voltage law method. You will going to find out the load current. Very simple Kirchhoff voltage law. What is the method? You will going to either you will going to use Kirchhoff voltage law, or you will going to use or that current division rule, or whatever you will going to use current division, okay, rule used to, you will going to find out the load current. Okay, where you will going to find out the load current? So find the load current. Find the load current across the load point. So find out the load current across the load point. Yes, you will going to find out. Okay. Then what here you will going to do? So step number 1, you will going to verify. In that what you will going to do means, so you will going to verify the load current. So you will going to, what you are going to find, you are going to trying to say, so verify the load current even the sources are changes. So verify the load current. Okay, you will going to verify with the changes of the source point. Changes of the source point. Okay, so you will going to find out step number 1 load current. You will going to find out. Okay, then step number 2 also you will going to find out the load current. So then what you will going to trying to say? So step number load current 1 is equal to the step number load current 2. Both are also equal. So let's I will going to explain through the diagram. Okay, one simple circuit diagram I will going to draw you and then explain to you. This is a one source. This is a one resistance, and here is a one more resistance are there. Okay, give the value. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So like about the resistance value. Okay. So where is the load point? This is a load point. A, B. This is a load point. Find out the load. Okay, this is a load resistance. Find out the load current. Find out the load current. Practically what to do? So source you will going to connect it, resistance you will going to connect. So using the one ammeter, connected in seriously, then you will going to find out the answer easily in practical conditions or simulation conditions. In theoretically what to do, sir? Theoretically means there is a two rooms, closed room, room number 1, okay, I1, room number 2, I2, okay. You can see, okay, this is a load current 5 ohm, that is a independent. So independent means that is a I2 only. The flow. So you will go to the room number 1, write the equation number 1, room number 2, write the equation number 2. What is the method? Kirchhoff voltage law method. You will going to write. So room number 1, write the equation number 1, room number 2, write the equation number 2. From the two equation you will going to find out the I1, I2, I1 and I2. So the I2 it is equal to the IL. Answer is over. I2 it is equal to IL over. Then what to do? Now you will going to interchange this ammeter is replaced into the source place. The source is replaced into the ammeter place. Find out the load current as usual. Okay, find out the flow of the current. Find out the flow of the current in the ammeter place. So that's all. You will going to replace. So just you will going to revise the point. So what did you do? So here is the load resistance is there mentioned. In the load resistance you will going to ammeter. Practically you will going to connect it. So practically you will going to connect the ammeter, or theoretically what to do? So room number 1, room number 2. So KVL method you will going to use to the find out the I1 and I2 equations. Then this equation use the calculator directly find out the I1 and I2 answer. I2 is a ammeter directly here flow of that one. Then IL. Okay. So IL value you will going to find out. So just you will going to assume about IL it is equal to 5. What is that? Just assume IL it is equal to 5 amps. Okay. Then what to do on the step number 2? So step number 1 is over. Step number 2, I will going to change the colors. Okay. This ammeter and the source. This ammeter and the source is a replace. So what to do? Okay, here I will write. So what is that one? Resistance. Here ammeter. Then here 4 ohm. And here 5 ohm. Write it 5. Here is a value. What is the value? 4. And here what is the value? 3. Then here is a ammeter is shifted here, and the source is coming to here, placing in road. Okay. What is the source value? 2. Then close the circuit. Circuit is completed. Then what to do? What you are assumed? I1, I2 assumed. Same I1. Same in that loop is I2. Okay, I1 loop, I2 loop. What is the current is flowing in the ammeter? What is the current is flowing in the ammeter? Ammeter is a flow of the current is the independent I1 current only. So I1 current is a flow. So in practically easily you will going to say about the I1 current. Okay. In theoretically what to do? As usual, from the loop number 1 KVL method used to, you will going to write about that one equation number 1. From the loop number 2 you will go to equation number 2. Then simplify using the calculator I1 I2. Now I1 it is equal to my load current. My I1 What is I1? Why I1? My ammeter. Where is my ammeter? That is my load current. So you have see the same answer is a 5 amps. The answer is a 5 amps. So this is a method you will going to validate or you will going to verify your current. Okay. So this is a method you will going to verify the current value. Okay.